We got 40 people waiting.
Are we like on? Oh my goodness. Hi. Well, okay. Welcome to Afternoon Market Action. Is that what this is? What it is? Yeah, it is.
AMA.
AMA. My name is Glenn.
My name is Ryan.
We're going to be your host for the next 45 minutes to an hour or so. In the background, though, I need to get some things set up. Can I have the mouse now, Joey? Well, it wasn't in front of me. It wasn't in front of me. No, you can't. Joey.
You picked a bad time to break your computer.
No. It wasn't me. Joey did it. He did it. Now I got to set it. So Ryan, you got.
Are you tired of Glenn blaming Joey for everything?
Whatever. Whatever. I don't even have chat yet, so I can't even tell what's on chat yet.
I don't even have chat yet.
Oh my goodness. So let me set
Bill, thank you for that on the nightly reports. I did have one comment that said I spoke a little too quickly.
Yep.
But I think just from doing shorts, I gotta adjust that.
You're sharing your screen. No.
There we go.
No. I'm not yet. Don't share my screen yet. Gold.
Janice asked about your new hat, Glenn. I don't know if you could see your chat
box
yet.
All right. So my new hat is my son for Christmas got me this hat, and I hadn't worn it yet, so I was waiting for the warmer season to be able to start to think about wearing this, and that's where it came in.
You picked a good day. It's about what, 83 here right now?
It's supposed to be 89 degrees today. Whew. Crude. There, I need that to go. And how do I get this? All right. There you go. So, folks, I'm still working in the background to get some stuff set up. All right, that'll work.
Work smarter, not harder, my boy.
Whatever. I'm going to do that. So, Ryan, keep talking a little bit.
Yeah, no, definitely. So one big thing is going to happen today. We've got ARM's earnings.
There you go.
After the bell. I was just looking at the company when I was looking at its growth rate and earnings, its forecasted EPS, just get some insight of what we could potentially see. That looked really good. My only concern, if you're holding ARM, the only reason I'm talking about, because I know, talked about the stock a lot, and a lot of you guys, John says, wow, Glenn told Ryan to keep talking. Yeah, John, I never expected that either come out of Glenn's mouth.
Sorry.
But yeah, I was looking at ARM. It's just greatly overvalued. That's my only concern right now. I was on Earnings Whisper. The earnings look good on it, though. The consensus was higher than the estimates for the earnings, I think by like 20%. So I'm interested in it. Am I in ARM? I am not in ARM right this second. No. I was in ARM a while back. I wrote it up to about 120. But no, I'm not in it right now. I'm looking to get back into it here soon. See here. Please mention Palantir guidance.
Oh.
Glenn, they want to hear about some Palantir.
Palantir's dipped down a little bit. I'm going to look at that stock. It's not one of the stocks. I might just put that in my list. Not one of the stocks that I have on my list today. But I might just take a look at it. As a matter of fact, let me go to the viewers. I think watch list viewer Glenn's picks. Not yet. I'm gonna put Palantir in there. I do follow Palantir. Palantir could be setting up as a good opportunity to get back in right now. Before we get into everything, Palantir is up today about 0.2%. I still like it. I know that it's a fundamentally not sound stock. RT is not above 1. Why do I like it? Because of what I know and the contracts that it has. It's got a lot of contracts that eventually that will turn into hard cash. When? I don't know. All right. Can I have the chat, Joey, just so I can see what the chat is?
Yeah, I can get the mouse back.
I don't have them. I'm not using the mouse.
Can I get the mouse?
Oh my gosh. Why are you such a jerk to me today?
Yeah, Joe, I saw Shopify, Uber, consumer is dying. I mean, the consumer's under pressure right now with inflation.
And that's the problem. But there's a double-sided, there's a double-edged thing there. Mm-hmm. Consumers are hurting. Consumers are still spending money.
Correct.
consumers are still spending money. So it is interesting when you look at the state of the economy, and what's pushing the market higher right now is the Fed said pretty much they took a hike off the table. People are still anticipating that we're going to get one or more, still 3 rate cuts. I don't think that happens. And with the exception of it being an election cycle, I don't think we'll get any cuts this year. All right. So Glenn in the boardroom, he did that accidentally.
Yeah, I saw that for just a second. I was like, what?
No. Go Thunder. No, go Knicks. Ooh, we got to talk about the Knicks today too. All right. I'm going to go.
You do have a story with the Knicks, don't you?
I do. I got to, of course, because the Knicks are doing the darn thing. They're doing it and doing it and doing it well. And so are the Yankees, and so are the Rangers, beating up on the Carolina Hurricanes.
Oh, come on. They did get us by a goal last night. It was double overtime. It was a great game. But I don't know if we got any hockey fans here.
But the Rangers won. All right, but the go Celtics. I'm a Celtics. I'm sort of kind of a Celtics fan because I like Jason Tatum. I'm a Duke fan too, so I like Jason Tatum. All right, Joey, now put us onto this screen. Let's take a look at what's going on in the market. It's got, if you look at the candles, the market coming off of this level of support. Look at this. Could this be a possible reversal? Anybody want to tell me what that candlestick pattern is? Ryan, do you know what that pattern is? Don't say it if you do know it.
I do know it.
You do it. Anybody you want to tell me what kind of candlestick pattern that is coming off a sense of support? All right. Anybody want to give me that? Gravestone Doji. Yes. What else? There's another one that I'm looking for. Gravestone Doji. One more, because the wick is twice the body. One more. Anybody? That was Yankees are rocking. Yes, they are. Nobody else? I know we got a hammer. Nope. Chopping tail. Shooting star is what I was looking for.
Shooting star.
Inverted hammer could be the same thing. But Gravestone Doji, shooting star, which could be a possible reversal coming off that level of support. Now, it's too early to say that. Hanging Man would be sort of like, wow, inverted hammer. Look at that. Inverted hammer, shooting star, Gravestone. Look what happened the day after. Not quite here, but look at what happened the day after. This is almost, I can't actually call that a hanging man either way. Go Rangers all the way. There you go. Is losing money pattern. I'm telling you that right now, based off what I see, this could be a possible reversal.
It's a losing money pattern.
It's a losing money pattern. It is a possible something to keep your eyes on. All right. Now, from what's going on in the market, what does this mean? This doesn't mean panic. All right. That's the big thing. It doesn't mean panic. It does mean watch the plays that you have right now. Make sure you have stops. Amir, make sure you have stops in place and don't ignore them. All right? Don't ignore them. If the market looks like it wants to turn around a little bit, let your stops be managed. Losing my faith in the JPI then. Yep, I lost my faith a long time ago. Oh, I never had faith. Sorry. I never had faith in the JPI. Oh, you know why? Because it's like that movie, What If? What does IF stand for? Imaginary friend. So JPI was an imaginary indicator. It was an imaginary indicator, right, Joey? Absolutely. All right. You're listening to it. No. You'll listen to it. We were talking about the JPI being like an imaginary friend. No. Some people are losing. Look at that. Bill says he's losing faith in it. All right. So, Joey, put me into the news, please.
You have to do that yourself?
Whatever. All right.
I can't do everything for you.
Well, I don't need you to do anything for me. I don't need you to do nothing for me. All right. Let's talk about it. I always like to start off with what's going on in the market. There's really, Joey? It's not. You need to show me where it is. You need to show the people where it is.
Not for everybody.
Oh, it's provocative. That's what it is. It gets the people going. Oh,
I think it gets the people going.
It gets the people going. Joey and Paris. Joey Paris.
I think we're all
indicator.
getting canceled today.
All right. Story. Fed Collins says reaching 2% inflation goal may take longer. See, it's the stories like this and the stories that come right from the Feds and the people's mouths that perplex me why everybody still thinks that we're going to get more than one, if possible, rate cuts. I just don't see it happening. Joey Perfect Indicator. Yeah, Dave works here. He's just trying to get on Joey's good side. For what reason? I don't know. I have no idea. The real question is, does Joey lead in his picks today? No, he doesn't. I already know the story. The answer is no. I already know the answer, and the answer is H to the no. All right, next story. Oil. U.S. crude oil recovers losses after surprise stockpile decline. So that's my story. I'm going to stick to it. I am getting tired of oil. I really am. With the tensions in the Middle East, oil should be running. We keep talking about the stockpiles, but the refineries aren't refining, and gas is still going up, and Saudi Arabia is raising so much stuff going on. And when it comes down, and that's in the UK for Saudi Arabia, so much going on with oil that it's hard to stay on the right track when it comes to oil. I still have USO, still holding USO. I think that oil's got a lot more upside than it has downside, no matter what the news says. I think that the market is going to bring to bear what needs to happen and drive oil prices higher. We will see. We will see. Ryan, you glad he picks on Joey instead of you? Oh, you don't see what happens with me and Ryan throughout the day. You know,
pick on each other.
We just come busting up into each other's offices. We don't knock on doors. He's got a fake plant on his desk that I knock over every day, and he picks it right back up. So
this morning he thought he was slick and walked in my office. I actually grabbed it before you could knock it over.
Yeah, he did. So short bus window licker. He picked.
Gotta be quicker than that.
I like that. I don't know if I like that name or not. All right. Next story is yours. EU proposes first batch of sanctions on Russian LNG. The plot thickens.
Yeah. So ultimately, the sanctions by the EU so far has been on their petro. I don't know if you guys heard that Russia can only sell their oil at $60 a barrel to the EU and the West. Well, now they're coming out with new sanctions, and this is going to focus on LNG. And I have a feeling this is going to push the price of natural gas up. So I'm going to be bullish on natural gas right now.
You do know that it's one of the most volatile plays in the market today, right?
Correct. As far as commodities and energy, yes, definitely. But so Europe has continued to import natural gas from Russia. Last year, since Ukraine, it only stopped on the oil front. Now they're switching that. So the proposal suggests prohibiting the use of EU ports, finance, and services to re-export Russian natural gas. So I feel that's going to put some pressure on natural gas.
Do you think that that's going to really hurt Russia? Honestly?
It's a double-edged sword, because how bad does EU need the energy?
But they can get it from us.
Well, yeah.
They can get LNG from us. And actually, I think that we're one of the biggest importers, last time I looked, of LNG.
You mean exporters?
What did I say?
Import.
I think you heard it wrong. It's exporters. That was the right thing to say. I think you heard it wrong. One of the biggest,
I think you said it wrong.
One of the biggest exporters of LNG, so they can get it from us. So,
I have a feeling Russia will probably revamping that natural gas to China and parts of Asia and Africa.
Okay.
But yeah, at least in the short term, I'm bullish on natural gas. I think this is going to be a good catalyst for that.
Got you. Next story. Now, I don't know. AB InBev shares rise on bruise-free first quarter. So we know that's Budweiser, right? I'm wondering if people are getting past the Budweiser debacle. That's going to be an interesting thing to see. Anheuser-Busch shares rose about 5% pre-market trading on Wednesday in response to a strong first quarter performance and anticipated relief from the impact of the ongoing U.S. Bud Light boycott. I'm wondering if we're getting to the point where, because Budweiser was the best-selling beer forever until this whole debacle happened with the guy who's a girl, that's a guy, blah, 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 blah. I'm wondering if they've pushed that far enough in people's memories to actually start moving higher. I'm curious, anybody in here willing to buy Budweiser once again?
Well, I have a feeling Bud Light is not the hero here. It's their other brands. I was just looking at this article. Some of the other brands include Stella and
Stella
Corona.
Artois. I like Stella.
Artois, yeah,
And
say
I'm
it fancy.
I'm
with
a
your pinky
Corona
out.
drinker. I am a
Um,
Corona drinker.
So I personally think the strategy should be on focusing on the other brands rather than just trying to save Bud Light.
Well, then, but if Bud Light was a big player at one time, do you think that the austere, the bad PR is starting to run down off the backs of people? I don't know. That was the question. I don't know. I've never in my life purchased any.
How long ago was that? Like a year or two? It's been a while now.
It's been a while. I'm thinking it's been at least a year. I don't know.
I do have a feeling you're right that a lot of that has calmed down, and them being out of the spotlight right now.
All right, Roger. My wife is a Miller Lite drinker. She likes Miller Lite. I'm a Corona guy. So the reason why I picked this story, I like the move. I'm thinking that does it get back to be the top level beer again? I don't know. I think that takes a long, long time. But I think Ryan's right as he looked through the story that it's a lot of the other brands that are helping to push it higher. But I'm just curious to know if Bud has gotten past that.
But honestly, Bud Light or not, I think the bigger problem, and Ravi has touched on this, local breweries. I think that's going to be the biggest competition when it comes to these major corporations, the local breweries.
Well,
just, from my generation, I've experienced it myself. I don't really buy, Budweiser or, Miller Lite. Usually buy local beers.
Janice looked it up and said it's been a year.
Okay.
I do music bingo, and I do one at a brewery alongside brewery here in Charlotte. But it all depends on the brand. It all depends on the brewery, on how much foot traffic they have, how much brand recognition they have, all that kind of stuff. But there's a lot of breweries popping up all over Charlotte, and a lot of people are going. And maybe that is going to be, you're right, maybe that does become big competition for the big beer names. All right. But Budweiser's on my list. Curious about that. Next one. Why can't I get to this one? There we go. Oh, that's my story too. Sorry about that. Reddit shares soar as earnings show average. Was this their first earnings?
Yeah.
Since
the
their
company's
IPO?
only been public for like a month now.
All right. Interesting. AI licensing revenue potential, blah, blah. So interesting that in the earnings, AI is in the story. Anything that AI touches turns to gold. Anything that AI touches turns to gold. Now, I'm thinking that this is more of a meme play, but something, when a stock IPOs, what is the first thing you start to look for before you even think about getting into the stock is, does it make money? They've already showed on their first earnings that they have. The stock is up 11%. Right now, it's only up like 5.5%, almost 6%. I'm going to keep my eye on Reddit. As much as I don't like the play because I think it's all memeified, if it gives me an opportunity for making money, and there it is, Ramor is saying Reddit is providing AI source material. Tell me, anything that AI touches turns to gold. It's got the AI
well, if you look
touch.
at it,
Wait a minute, I'm singing. Hush. I got the AI touch. Everything I touch turns to gold. Oh, baby. Okay, now you can talk. I was just singing. All right.
I was going to say, if you ever ask Google a question, you ever notice the first couple websites they send you to is Reddit?
Is it really? Is it that? I mean, it's popular.
Yeah, that's how popular it is. But think how much data they have for answering questions.
Interesting.
That's a valuable AI tool to have.
And
you have a question.
And that's good for Reddit, yes?
Yeah, no, good for Reddit.
All right.
But I was looking at the valuation. Company's way overvalued.
Yeah,
I'm not too big of a fan.
Well, they when they came out, the valuation was ridiculous. And I think it's still ridiculous, but can that ridiculous turn into something profitable as a play, as a stock play, if they are proven that they can make money utilizing the AI data? No, I'm just keeping my eyes on it. How did you handle Palantir? I got into Palantir. I think I might still be in it. I got stops on it. I think that I got into it prior to earnings. Again, it just disappointed me. I think it must have been forward guidance. I still have it, but I'm going to let my stops manage the trade. I'm going to let the stops manage the trade. When Glenn sings, I think Joey and Ryan should sing with him. Yeah, that's not going to happen. John says at some point Reddit will be on our short list. Listen, John, if that's the case, so be it. But if it's got an opportunity to go up and give you an opportunity to make some money, I'm going to play it. All right. Here's another Ryan story. I think, oh yeah, this time I got them all back and forth. So AI need to keep cool. I saw this story. I'm glad you picked it up.
I thought this was a really cool story because everyone's trying to figure out the best way to play the AI space. Well, the story is talking about the energy, utilized and created when it comes to generative AI and these huge data centers. Now, this story focuses on the HVAC side of that. So as AI becomes more popular and, Apple, Amazon, I think Microsoft just announced, Biden helped them with like a $3.5 billion data center.
Yeah. You got control if you want it.
So these data centers, control, gotcha.
Yeah.
So these data centers, they're popping up everywhere. And the two stocks here that I have got is Carrier Global and Train Technologies. So we'll look at these stocks when we get the VectorVest software. But I was actually excited to see them. Both these stocks are up respectively year to date. The charts look nice. The indicators look good.
You're gonna add a third one, a company that I used to work for, Johnson Controls, JCI. I'm gonna put that in your list. That's another HVAC, which we were better than Train.
So yeah, if you want to play this AI space, but in a different way without, the usual NVIDIA and AMD and those guys, this is a great way to, get some exposure to AI in a different manner.
All right. Move your mouse. Do you not have control? I gave you control. Do you not have control?
Now I do.
All right. You had it before. All right. Now I can't get to the other story because this thing is up here. Dang it.
What thing?
Hold on. There we go. Whatever, Joey. All right, MSG. The New York teams are kicking butt this year for the first time in a long time. You got the Knicks. You got the Rangers. You got the Yankees. Yankees are not an MSG, though. But yes. But all of the New York teams are doing it. Knicks parent company to see strong earnings thanks to NBA playoff run, Bank of America says. The Knicks beat the Sixers to get to the next round. I think we're up 1-0 on Indiana. Hopefully, I think there's another game tonight. We'll be up 2, so we'll see. What did John said? Short, but they are all VVBGs. No, we're not. Glenn, Joey, and Ryan, the VectorVest BGs. Boogie night, fever night, fever. We on
one of these?
boogie. Yeah. Wow. Really? Oh my gosh. Ryan's got the moves. Could Ryan put up the symbol
I've seen Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, that was I was saying that.
I've seen Saturday Night Fever.
What's the chicken symbol for Train? Do you know?
For which one?
The HVAC company, Train.
Oh, TT.
It was TT. There you go. One more. All right.
Yeah, Train Technologies.
So MSG is on my list. The first time in a long time the Knicks have had any kind of a playoff run, that's definitely going to help MSG. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Glenn can really hit the high notes. Not really. I pulled a muscle doing that. I pulled the muscle hitting that falsetto.
Jana says Ryan has seen Saturday Night Fever, but Glenn lived it.
Wow. All right.
Jana's just throwing shots today. Just throw him under the bus.
I know. That's all right. She's going to put up there, oh, Glenn, I would never throw you under the bus. All right. Last story that we have. It was this Johnson control effect. Yeah. JCI was a good company until they laid me off. That was the first time I ever worked for corporate America. I said I was never going to work for corporate America again. All right. Gold again, not out of Costco now.
Yeah. So yeah, you remember the last story that was a Costco gold.
Yeah.
You can buy the bars there. Now, I guess this trend is getting real popular, especially in South Korea. This company called CU Outlets, right? They started selling very minute amounts of gold. You can see here, we got the 0.1 gram or the 1.87 gram bars. But ironically, I would think the older generation would probably jump to gold while the younger, usually Bitcoin or who knows what they're doing these days. But you can see right here, people in their 30s were the most active in purchasing gold bars. I'm bullish on gold this year. The reasons essentially is just inflation. A lot of inflation running high in a lot of the Asian countries. So you can see the younger generation trying to hedge against that inflation with gold. So you can see central banks, Costco, regular individuals, a lot of people are pushing on gold right now. And we saw the correlation between interest rates and gold not work out like they typically do. And I think that's just because there's a large demand for gold right now on all kinds of fronts. And I see a lot more potential for gold going forward this year.
The only thing I've got to say in regards to that story is the dollar, the strength of the dollar. And, again, strong dollar, gold's going to feel that effect to the downside. Inflation.
It didn't work last time.
When
they rose the interest rates over the past 12 months and the dollar strengthened.
And look
gold
how long it took
decided to
before
increase.
gold started moving. It took a minute before gold started moving, didn't it?
A little bit.
All I say is you're going to get lulled to sleep and gold's going to kick you in the butt. That's what's going to happen. Man, I was sitting here. Marvin Lewis, we looked at OSCR during the Jockey Club yesterday, I believe. I think we did. Dollar versus gold does typically have an inverse relationship. And typically, but Ryan's right. For some reason, this has not been a normal market. This has not been a normal market. I've said that for the past almost year. This has not been a normal market. So you're going to get lulled into that, I think. And, strong dollar, gold's not going to be able to persist, to continue to go up against a strong dollar. It just doesn't happen. Gold miners have been poor managers in the past. Nothing's been typical, says Linda. I agree. All right, now it's all of the stories. Let's get into the software. All right, we looked at the market timing graph. I'm watching today's indecision day. Not a good thing, bad thing. We did gap lower than yesterday's close. Again, this could be a possibility of a possible reversal. We need to see more confirmation of that tomorrow. But we do have a day of indecision right now. Very little wick. The open price today was 65.46.79, and now looking at 65.47. Just a little bit. Very little move in the price today. When is the market ever normal? There's normal times in the market when we don't have high inflation and high interest, and there was a lot of normal times in the market. This ain't normal. Inflation got all the way up to 9.
And
go ahead.
Ramor, you commented Bitcoin is in trouble, but Bitcoin's up today. It's almost 63,000. So I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, Ramor. Anytime Bitcoin's take a hit, the Bitcoin haters come out and say it's in trouble.
Because I'm one of them.
I know you're one of them.
I think Bitcoin is crypto. It's not crypto. It's crypto. But how can it be strong dollar if interest rate cuts are coming? I'm going to laugh at that, Tabooler. You are one of those people. All right. Interest rates are coming when? I mean, Tabooler, you really think so? That interest rate cuts are coming? Looking at the data, just like the Fed is looking at the data.
We'd have to get some rough economic data for me to get more comfortable with interest rate cuts.
And then I want you guys to know that once interest rates get cut, that means the Fed already sees the economy is in trouble. So everybody's like, oh, we're going to get the cuts. We're going to get the cuts. Yeah. And when we do, the economy will already be in trouble and we're going to be in a precipitous fall in the market. So be careful what you ask for. All right, be careful. Tom says, I thought we saw a strong reversal to the upside a few days ago. I'm showing you the graph. There is the upside. We've got the MTI above 1. Notice that the buy to sell ratio and the RT never got above 1.
That's my biggest
trend
concern.
of the market did. But as the market's running up, not a whole lot more stocks. We still have more sell recommended stocks in the system than buy. We still have the market overall in a downtrend with RT below 1. Yeah, we got an up. Primary wave up, underlying trend of the market up. Boom. I love that. But now when I get to see this, when all of this is happening, I'm telling you to be careful. All right? Well, buybacks affect the market. Buybacks, companies that do the buybacks will, what the flying flip? Why is that even in a different color? Anyway.
How's that in a different
I'm about to get a headache. No, you are on my headache. Apple and Alphabet investing $100 billion, $180 billion. And what did it do to the stocks? It helped the stocks go higher.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go to the viewers. Let's go. Oh, fish. Let me give you some fish first.
Oh, we got some big movers.
I got some big movers. Now, always remember when I give you these stocks, I've got a search that finds these stocks. And not only are they going up today, look at the percentage of volume. Holy smokes, this stock is going up.
17,000.
Talk about having volume moves. That's why I picked these stocks out for you. Now, are they going to be long-term plays? Nope. Are they going to be short-term plays? Maybe. Will they be intermediate? Well, how about we take a look at them? I'm going to put them into a 3-month graph and look at, wow, this is a freaking channel volatile stock. I just made up a new terminology.
A
channeling volatile stock. Look at each time when these get.
But I get what you're saying, Glenn. It's actually not a bad term.
This is. How many of y'all like the new term, type of 1? How many of you think that it was a stupid thing to say, type of 2? How many of you thought it was a good term to use, type of 1? How many of you think that it was a stupid thing to say, type of 2? I'm going to see who my friends really are. Joey, yeah, whatever. I see. It was just Joey. It was just Joey that said, I like that. It was you.
No, it was me.
You got
I
your
snuck that in.
phone. I can see. Whatever. I'm not talking to you. Lou says 2 because Lou's a hater. That wasn't cool. Koo doesn't do that kind of stuff. But it is a channeling stock. It's volatile. It was you. All right. Anyway.
So we got a volatile channel, right?
Yeah, it's a volatile channel. Go to the next one. You got the power.
I got the power?
You got the power. What else is in my list? Wow.
You got W. I don't like the volume on that.
I don't like the volume on this either. Remember, all I'm looking for is the stocks that are moving up. This is why we're looking. Ooh.
This looks good. Look at that. Brand broke just above this.
Look
in
at
the fast lane, riding that Bollinger Band
Look
today.
at the pinch and the breakout. I like this.
I like it a lot. That's a good one. I'm going to write that one down. Thanks, Glenn. Look, you are good for something, Glenn.
Whatever. I don't like you right now. Here's another one. I don't like the closed candle, but it made its way from the slow lane up to the fast lane today. I'd be careful with this. Even though these are all stocks that are moving up today on big volume. Woo! I'm not ready for that.
Hey, that might be a short candidate because that's the fast lane to the downside, right?
That would be the slow lane.
The slow lane's the middle lane.
No, that's the slow lane. What highway do you drive on, Ryan? I'm just asking for a friend. What freaking highway do you drive on? That's
in Cornelius, where we drive on the left side of the road.
That's the left.
And we do.
That's the fast lane. That's the middle lane. That's the slow lane. Mark says, "Can you start over? I just tuned in and Joey for president 2024." Right, Joey. And you put it in the
Mark, that's the quickest way to get in timeout.
Hold on. I'm gonna come over here. I hate you right now.
But Glenn, we've never talked about or discussed that. Could you use the star search to the adverse effect to find shorting candidates?
Yeah. I made a search. I made a search using the star search, but to the downside. I did.
Okay. I do like that every time this stock touches its lower Bollinger Band, it likes to retrace from it.
So
it might be a quick pop up.
Normally, when it breaks through a Bollinger Band, it regresses back to the mean quick. Mm-hmm. Breaks the Bollinger Band, regresses back to the mean quick. Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, and it broke through the Bollinger Band. It could be regressing back to the mean quick, but I'm not feeling that. Wow.
Nope.
No, not that either. So good thing is I got you the fish. The second thing is we found out which fish we like. All right.
Hey, well, with seed, I would keep an eye on seed. That might be a really good play. As a matter of fact, I'm writing that down.
SEED. I'm writing that down. I actually like that pick. All right, Ryan,
short bus window liquor. That is the best advice yet.
Good idea.
Replace your desk plant with a cactus.
Then I will raise my leg up over your desk and kick it. All right, Ryan, move your mouse further down. Yeah, just down. All right, good. Let's go look at. We'll start with my picks. Let's start with my picks. Here's my picks from last week. Uranium. I'm still hot on uranium. I'm hot on that whole insulin thing right now. Marijuana. I can't say that. Oh, cannabis.
Trying to get it banned.
That was the buy the news, sell the rumor. That was the sell the rumor. I fell into that trap. I so fell into that trap.
What'd you do? Buy the news?
Yeah. Because
Instead of buying the rumor and selling the news.
Dumb A. And SQQQ, I thought I was, but it pulled back. So let's go look at what it looked like for the week. My picks. And quick test them. I'm down about 2.25%. Uranium did go up and my insulin pick did go up, but SQQQ hurt me as the market turned around. And then there's cannabis. I got caught up in the quagmire of the news. All right, let's do Joey's picks. Joey's picks last week. Joey's going to be in a hurt. Good. He's going to be in a hurt locker because
he had the right philosophy.
I don't disagree with that. He did have the right philosophy.
But that's why you have stops in place.
Yep. So let's go back.
He's up today.
Let's go back to last week.
Oh, he's already laughing.
Let's go back to last week.
Joey, go ahead and cancel him. Go ahead. Just go ahead and mute him. Oh. He's like a little kid, just giggling.
I was better than that last week. It was the week before. 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 Anyway, that's hurtful. Woof. The only thing that worked out for him was the Tesla short. All right, that's the only thing that worked out for him was the Tesla short, but he got his butt kicked.
Linda says, Glenn, you picked Joey's picks.
No, I do. I do pick his picks. I do pick his picks. I try to help him out, but I always put him in a good light when I pick his picks. He goes a certain simple way. Did I show you my picks for this week?
Yes.
I did?
Oh, we got to see the results first. Oh, we did see the results.
No, so here's my picks for this week. Oil, Budweiser, Palantir, because I did want to look at it, Madison Square Garden, and Reddit.
And you're long on all of these, right?
I'm long on all of them. I'm going to be long on all of them. I'm going to be long on all of them. Now, let's go look at Joey's picks this week. He's going with the flow of the market. Again, he's going to the stock viewer, looking at the stock viewer VST times CI. I do a little cherry picking for him to bring some of the best stocks up to the top of the list. But his stocks, based on that methodology, will always bring up, for the most part, undervalued stocks that are fundamentally sound. So Joey does the right thing, depending on what's going on in the market, to take advantage of what's going on. We'll see how he fares out for next week. All right, let's go to Ryan's picks from last week. Let's go see what Ryan did. He only had 3 stocks. Ryan doesn't pick a lot of stocks anymore. You know something? That might be smart. It keeps his chances, either
I've got 6 stocks this week, or 5.
No, yeah.
So Starbucks.
Maybe. All right, let's go ahead. Hit the quick test. Hit the quick test.
Hit the quick test.
What were you?
Hey, I'm the winner.
Yeah, he's the winner. He was less worse than me.
I told you, SMCI. Buy that dip, baby.
Look at that. Almost 12%.
Buy that dip, baby.
Don't say that, because now you're going to spur up all of the questions from Amir, who still probably has SMCI. See, you're going to open up that can of worms. Sigh. Let's go to Ryan's picks this week. I need to put JCI.
Oh, add ARM.
You want me? I'm going to add ARM and JCI. ARM.
Okay.
And Johnson Controls.
So I got gold, long natural gas.
I think I gave you an extra gold too. I think I gave you GLD. Do you want it? Yes or no?
No, that's fine. That's the spot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. Spot.
All right. So here's your picks for this week. Again,
mixed today.
I'm not like him. I'm not super. I like gold, but I'm not in love with gold. So I want to look at these on a graph, Ryan. I want to see if Ryan is right or not. 3-month graph. Oof. Harmony, middle lane. All right.
It looks like it's trying to break that downtrend. That line you got there?
Yes. It probably did break the downtrend.
Ooh, with the retest.
Look at that.
I like it.
All right.
I think that'll be good for the next week.
Wow. So GAU, Galliano had been running. It's still in the fast lane, though. I don't like the big selling on here. I'm going to add one other stock in here.
I like GAU right now. I'd buy that and just put my stop right at the that Bollinger Band.
I'm going to put the dollar. Here's the dollar. This is when gold was hurt. Now gold is, starting to try to make a run. The dollar is slightly starting to move up again. It did fade the gap. Again, I still think there's too much of it. And look at this. Bottom left, top right. This is not normal. If the dollar's going up, gold usually is not going up. And the dollar in essence got a little bit of channelization. Oh, there it is, right there. It's got a little bit of channelization going on too.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that at? Cancel. I'm trying to delete this. Oh.
Well, it filled that gap and looks like it wanted to jump back up.
There's another gap it's got to fill too. I think that with the dollar looking like this, I'm not super warm and fuzzy with gold. That's my 2 cents on it. And you know something, we can agree or disagree. I mean, I'm just saying. Where was your other? You had JCI. What was the other two? Train, TT.
Oh, TT.
And there was another one.
Oh, Carrier.
What's Carrier?
I don't know.
CARR. There you go. Now, I like those picks from, because people are going to need to have more cooling.
Yeah.
In their
HVAC
buildings.
in general.
So,
especially, there's a lot of different factors, whether you believe in global warming or not. Temperatures are rising. It's getting hotter. So long term, just demand, population growth, energy growth. I see a good potential with HVAC. And if you pull up the charts, let me pull up the chart. TT. I think it was. Oh wait, not this one. It was Carrier.
Do you know what you're doing? How long you been here?
I like this stock chart.
That's on a
nice
1 hour graph.
To upper right.
That's on a 1 hour graph. I'm hooking you. There's your
go to 3 months. There we go.
That.
That's what I was looking for.
There
In the
you
fast
go.
lane. In the fast lane, just hit a new high yesterday. We're seeing that momentum to the upside. I like it. I like it a lot.
I do too.
It's a
I
good space.
actually do too.
I think it's just a creative way to play AI.
That's thinking outside of the box, bro. I'm proud
And
of
then
you.
they're going to come out with the AI HVAC system.
Oh boy.
And then we're going to at least get a 30% run because we put AI in front of HVAC.
Please stop it. Please. And there's Boyle. There's Boyle. It's in the fast lane though. I just
Derek,
don't know.
just curious, anyone copying these picks?
Derek, I've had people say that they are, they've made money on some of these picks that we have. So that's all I can say. VV Nation, y'all need to speak up in the room if you want to answer that question. VV Nation can answer Derek's question. All right,
Yes,
VV, we should create a strategy called Glenn driving in the fast lane. It's called Star Search.
It's
called Star Search. All right. Last but not, one more pack of fish. Top VST
I do
stocks.
like this, the 3 crossing the 8. That's nice.
Top VST stocks where the 3s crossed the 8 over the last 3 days. Look at this. What's GDXU? Is that a gold play? I don't even know. Auto fit. What's GDXU?
It's an ETF. Commodity.
All right. But these are top VST. Look at that. Kinross Gold, silver. All right. So I could be getting proven wrong, but I lost my money on the Siga pick. I'm going to take a look at Siga. I jump back in the Carrier. I'm looking at Seed, says Linda. I copy and track all, says Mike. NVT, what's going on there? All right. We're going to start looking at your stocks. How many likes do we have, Joey? No, don't worry about it, Joey. Go back to sleep. I got this. We got about... All right. So I'm going to give you 7 stocks. 7 stocks, depending... Remember, our thing when we look at your stocks is for every 10 likes, we get to look at a stock. For every 10 likes,
Ryan focuses on power portfolios. What do you mean by power portfolios, Mike?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like energy?
I don't know if Mike knows either. Hold on.
Clint, you're just hating on everybody. I don't know.
I think
Mike
I
knows
am.
either.
I don't know why. I just am. All right, let's go to...
You wrote them down?
Customer picks last week. VV Nation, you know, I haven't had a lot of coffee today. Maybe that's what it is. It's not like I don't have it. All right. Picks last week. Quick test them all. How did you guys? Wow. They kicked our butts.
3.7%. Nice.
They had Modine, Neo. Holy smokes.
But look, they've got silver, gold, and tech.
They
For the most part.
kicked both. They kicked all of our butts. Everybody kicked Joey's butt. All right, let's go get their picks this week. I already started writing down stocks. Don't give me any stocks yet, Ryan.
Okay.
All right. HMC, PHYS, SIGA, IMPUY, NVT. How many stocks is that? I said I'm going to give them 7 stocks. Let's go look at the likes real quick. See if I can change that. I'll give them 8 stocks. All right. So I need 3 more stocks, Ryan. It's up to you to pick them.
I've got at the top of the list, it's CNM.
CNM.
Yep.
Okay.
NVIDIA.
NVDA. One more.
OSCR.
OSCR.
One.
Okay. There's our stocks for the week. There's our stocks for the week. All right. Wow. Not all of them are going up today. Let me go see what they look like.
It's a mixed bag.
No sells. All right, that's a good thing. Best by all the VSTs are above 1, Ryan, which is a good thing. Out of the 8, 6 out of the 8 are in uptrends, and nice uptrends too. The 2 that are not are SIGA and Honda Motors. All right, out of the 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 8 have upside potentials above 1. Did we look at ARM? Did I put that in your list?
You did put ARM in my list.
Did we look at the graph? I'll do it.
No, we didn't.
All right.
Probably should look at the graph. They got earnings.
I'll put ARM in there. SIGA's already in the list. SIGA's. What is Sunshine Sessa? I keep hearing that. What is that? I don't think I have. What is it?
What is Sunshine Sessa?
I don't know what that is. Or is it
VectorVest
Sunrise SESA? I don't know what that stock is. You keep asking me about it, Deborah Ann. I don't know what it is. I still own USO Akshaya. I still own it. I still own it. All right. Let's go graph these. All right, I'm going to give you a choice, Ryan. Do you want to look at Star Search or do you want to look at MPI?
Let's do a poll.
All right.
Poll?
Which would you rather put in? Which would rather? No, we'll do it here because we're at 2:48. Let us know in the chat which graph layout would you like to see for your picks today, MPI or Star Search? MPI or Star Search? Eugene, yes, I am still in AMZU. Joey's going to have to make the decision.
Do both in one layout, Bill.
The problem is we can't. They're 2 different layouts. I see a lot of MPIs. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I see a lot of MPIs.
Pretty mixed, but I see more NPIs.
All right, there it is. Oop, there
NPI
it is.
today.
Let's go look at the MPI, near perfect indicator. All right, NVIDIA. Trend is there. There's already a level of resistance. That's a 3-month resistance sitting at 974. Exactly. That's a lot of 970, and it's trading at 904. That's a $70 move. All right.
The trigger's not there yet.
The trigger's not there, but I am going to.
The only reason why I'm optimistic is because the earnings coming up. I wouldn't be surprised if the stock price got pushed up a little bit more.
If you're not in it, I'm going to give you 2 ways to look at it. Here's a trend line. As long as it stays above the trend line, you can buy it or wait until it gets up to this 3-month level. It's been a buy or a hold the whole time, no sell. I'd like to see trigger. Oh, wait a minute. I got something else on here. Hold on. Where's I got a live stream MPI. I added some stuff. I don't need this though. I added volume and a 20-day exponential moving average. So I did some tweaking to the MPI to help you out just a little bit more. By way of the 20-day, even though trend is here, we are above the 20-day. All right. We still don't have trigger. Volume is pretty okay. It's pretty even. All right. Maybe an inverse. Do you see an inverse head and shoulders? I can't see that. Do you see that?
The shoulders aren't lining up exactly, but I think he's talking about here. This shoulder, head.
All right. Deborah Ann, you got to give me the ticker symbol. LED? Is your ticker symbol LED? LED.
Semi-LEDs, Corp.
No, I don't know. I need to see. I need the ticker symbol. All right, next stock. Ooh.
I like it.
I like it.
Nice bullish candlestick. We've got trend, trigger,
Even
everything.
the 20-day. Didn't we look at this in the Jockey Club? Yes or no, folks? Didn't we look at this in the Jockey Club? Yes or no? I thought we did. I only took one of yours, Amir. AVGO. See if we can do it. We can get up. Go to
Is
the
that
next one,
Broadcom?
Ryan. Go to the next one, Ryan. We did. I thought we did. Oh my gosh! I said go to the next one, Ryan. You're so not listening.
I am.
NVT. I like that too.
It's a beautiful graph.
Look at that. When you have trend and trigger, they work well. It could be getting ready to set up again. I don't like the falling volume as the stock's price is running. That's a hammer. That's a hammer with a gap up. But look at the falling volume. That concerns me. There's not a lot of conviction. Not as much conviction as it was back here. But I like the bottom left, top right. I do like the volume, bottom left, top right. Nice 3-month move today. New high. Very little wick at the top. Trading at session highs. I like that pick. CNM. Again, bottom left, top right. Look at that trend. Look at that distance.
And that's a beautiful chart.
That is a beautiful graph as well. I would like to see it hit the 3-month high.
And it looks like we could get trigger as early as tomorrow.
Yep.
If we get some more upside momentum there.
And we can get trigger and be right there at the 3-month high. That may not be a bad play. That may not
that
be
could be a good sign of a breakout.
Okay.
No, we just lost a 20-day, and it looks like we're about to lose trigger. Yeah, clear downtrend.
And it's a downtrend. A little sideways move after the gap. Really never faded the gap. I'm saying no. If you own it right now, I wouldn't mind taking this off the table. All right, this is where you should have been in. But if you're in it now, I would rather, if it's staying below the trend line, I would rather you got out of it. All right, next one. Platinum. Now, I am a commodities fan, but wow. I'm going to say no to this coming off the high. It is above the 20-day exponential moving average, but pulling down. Look at the wick stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
And this trend line and above the 20-day is tightening in. Ryan?
I think patience. But if we do get that breakout above that trend line, we've already got the trigger. I think with a little bit of patience, if we get that breakout, this could work out well.
You
I wouldn't
sound
just
like
jump into it right
Obi-Wan
now.
Kenobi. Patience, my young Padawan. Oh, crud.
Earnings today?
This is news driven. Let me go see what the news is.
I'm thinking earnings. Well, what's that down with? 50%?
Holy smokes.
30%? Whew.
Yep, here's the earnings call. 6 days, 5 hours, 8 hours. Yep, it must have been earnings. 12 days. These are the only two press releases. Yeah, evidently it was definitely earnings. I can't get a call on it. Must not have been good. I don't think it was good.
I don't think so, Glenn, if it's down 30%.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that.
Just,
Glenn, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I think earnings was not good. Thank you so much for that, Ryan. I thank you so much for that. All right, I'm just thinking, hey,
you never know. They could have made it. We saw it was at Tesla. They missed everything and they jumped up. So who knows?
That's a big drop.
That's a big jump. That's a big drop.
That's a big drop.
That's usually something bad happened.
Yeah.
Could have been worse, Richard says. Could have been worse.
Oh, gosh. HMC. I'm not feeling that one either.
Oh, Honda? It's a little spotty or a little gappy.
It's a little gappy. It's below the 20. We got no trend. We got no trigger. Yeah, I'm not feeling that either. All right. And the last stock, ARM. I'll let you talk about ARM.
All right, let's talk about it. So as far as MPAI layout, don't have trend, don't have trigger.
Okay.
Now, fundamentally, if you look at its earnings per share, the growth rate in earnings, things of that nature, they are rising over the last 7 months since the company's gone public. But the valuation of this company, if we add value, you got so many indicators on here, Glenn. See your value. This is my only concern. It's because, even if they beat earnings, beat revenue, all that stuff, all it takes is just one little forward guidance, something like that. Because we only value the company at $31. I mean, the company is greatly overvalued right now. The only reason why I feel like it's justified being at these prices is because NVIDIA tried to buy them out at a valuation of around $80 a share. And ARM denied that. Well, SoftBank, the parent company of ARM, denied that. And that was years ago. So that's why I feel the company's worth more than $80. But honestly, I'm more bullish. I'm more optimistic on ARM, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like someone said earlier, investors, they're being pretty hard on companies right now. So I'm interested to see if you're holding it. I wouldn't mind doing, like a covered call against it, or if you're going to think about buying it going into earnings, definitely do a buy right. Other than that, I would play options off volatility. Probably a straddle, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I'll leave it because I was going to say a strangle, but I'm looking at the price.
I mean a strangle.
No, a straddle is what you want. Strangle means
straddle is to go outside a range, right?
No, that's a strangle. A strangle means it's got to move a lot. It's going to cost you less to put on a strangle, but it's got to move a lot more. Whereas with a straddle, it's like this: call, put. All right, but with a strangle, it's like a flat spot in the middle, and then it's got to do a lot more move.
Okay.
All right. Was that the last stock? And what was the other stock that I was going to do for you? AVGO, EME. That's where the squeaky wheel gets the oil. We just looked at ARM. Oh, RSI 51. Oh, it's not even overbought. By way of
So right now, let's see here.
AVGO.
Broadcom.
I still say no.
So right now on ARM, I'm on Options Pro, but for a long straddle, the debit, it's $2,000.
And go look at and the strangle is going to be cheaper.
A long strangle,
but it's got to go further.
It does have to go further.
Yeah,
and a little bit cheaper. Let's look at 1,700.
All right, not a ton cheaper, but I knew it would be cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I would probably shorten the expirations to make it even cheaper because you're really only playing the time frame of the next couple days.
Is you selling it or buying it?
Well, the straddle you would be the buyer,
right? You're buying both.
You buy one put, one call,
right? But you want to buy the time.
Yeah.
All right, AVGO, good, bad, or indifferent? I say no.
It's not doing a whole lot of anything.
Nope. All right, and one more. EME, I like.
I mean, can I ask for much more than that?
Yeah, I could ask for better volume. I could definitely ask for better volume.
But look at that trigger. Did that cross over today?
A
Where's
little
the
bit.
dateline?
A little bit. Mike says, just for clarity, the video showed multi-bagger portfolio up 9% with one stock over 100%. Not sure how many closed. Are we looking for occasional multi-bagger stocks or multi-bagger portfolio? I'm looking for as many stocks can get to be multi-bagger stocks as possible. Let's go to my portfolios. Let's go to multi-bagger search. 9.37%. So good question, Mike, on how many of them are closed. Let's go to reports. Let's go to trade history. Remember, these have a trailing 15% stop. So a lot of the stocks that I was looking to beat, wow, we must have gapped down on that one big time. It was
that
down.
80%?
It's an 80% drop in a portfolio that's still up 9%. All right. So remember, all of these do have a 15% trail. That had to have been a gap down. That had to have been a gap down. But we did close out a stock at a 14% gain. But this is the portfolio, I think, that does have the stock that's up over 100%. So to answer to your question, I'm trying to get as many of these stocks to be multi-baggers. But if they don't, the way I get out is using a 15% trail, or I showed you yesterday how to have a more hands-on approach. The multi-bagger 2, all right, that's now more of a technical. I got 3/4 of the way on USAP. Let's go take a look at the reports here. Trade history. A couple of these stocks. I got Alarm. Oh, man. Took a 26% profit. New, we took a 13% profit. And then the other ones fall in that range of a 10% trail. So not every stock that I put up here is going to be a multi-bagger play. But even with those stocks that I took big hits on, the stocks that are making money are more than making up. Here's the equity curve of the portfolios as well. That was a great question, though, because I didn't get into that for yesterday. These portfolios are up, but now you got to see all of the trades that were done, and not every stock in here was a multi-bagger, but I'm working on as much as I can to bring some of those to your attention. All right. Let's go back to the homepage. Hey, put us on the end thing, man. Do something. Do something.
Do something,
Damn.
Joey.
All right.
Gotta.
I know you were sleeping. All right.
You're not even in the camera.
I am looking at the. What? I'm not laying down. I'm not laying down. All right. Glenn, thanks, Glenn Ryan. Of course, the man called Joe. Whatever.
The man called Joey.
Whatever. You went to McAllister's and you didn't invite us to go? We went to Big Bites. Yeah. All right. The three of you are wearing white hats today. No, I'm not. This is more of a cream color hat. All right, this is more of a cream color hat.
We got to get Joey a cowboy hat.
No.
No.
He's not
Joey
he's not a real VectorVest person at all. But you're gonna sign us out today. Just shut up and sign us out. Sign us out.
Adios.
That's it. That's it.
That's all you get is an audio.
That's all you get is adios.
That's it.
All right. See you folks. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.